As flames rage through the heart of California, door cams are giving viewers a chilling front row seat to one of the most devastating wildfires, capturing the raw, real-time chaos of homes being swallowed whole by fire. In a world where security cameras once offered reassurance, they've now become a haunting witness to nature's fury. When disaster strikes, technology can either help or haunt. One of the most gripping stories belongs to Marika Erdely, who has spent 14 years in her 1960s hillside home near the Getty Villa. She recalls how her sky suddenly turned a bizarre shade of orange before evacuation orders began flooding her phone, sending her scrambling to collect a sick relative, her young granddaughter, and a beloved black Labrador. Quote, "I have a curio cabinet of memories, and I just emptied all of that into a laundry basket and got some clothes. I took all of the ashes, my dad, my mom, my dogs, my best friend Ed, and I went through some of my expensive suits and grabbed those and the shoes because I work, and I grabbed my laptop and my Wyland watercolor. That's about all I could fit in the car. I sprayed the whole area down, then we left." It wasn't until hours later that she checked her home security cameras, and what she saw was chilling. The ficus tree in her backyard was burning, the hot tub cover was on fire, and embers rained down toward her sliding doors. In the midst of chaos, Marika's cameras had become her window into the devastation, until they too fell silent. Watching fire tear through your home in real life, like Marika did, is a cruel reality in an age where technology lets you peer into your own disaster. One moment, you see everything, the next, nothing. As surreal as it was to witness the flames from her car and later the phone screen, Marika's calm demeanor revealed an unsettling truth. We are all just one disaster away from losing everything that we've worked for. In Pasadena, California, the Eaton fire gave Jeffrey and Cheryll Ku a front row seat to a real-life disaster as it unfolded. Their Ring camera captured the flames' terrifying advance as they packed up to flee, giving viewers a gut-wrenching timeline of the fire's rapid escalation. What began as a small flare-up quickly turned into a full-blown wildfire, engulfing the hill in a matter of minutes. Smoke filled the air, the sky turned an eerie red, and the flames spread like wildfire, literally and figuratively. At 6:19 p.m., a shaken Cheryll pleads for help, and by 6:29 p.m., their entire hillside is ablaze, forcing them to evacuate, unsure if they'd ever see their home intact again. Miraculously, their house survived, unlike many of their neighbors who lost everything. In social media posts, the Kus called it 34 minutes of pure terror, giving the world an up-close look at how swiftly wildfires can engulf entire neighborhoods. Tanner Charles Schaaf, a Minnesota storm chaser, never expected to find himself fleeing a wildfire in Los Angeles, but a series of wild events during the Palisades fire made it a reality. Schaaf, who was visiting a friend in California over the holidays, had felt a strange urge to extend his trip, something he believes was divine guidance. Soon after the flames started spreading, Schaaf raced to help his friend prepare, hosing down trees and surrounding areas to prevent the fire from reaching the house. However, the situation quickly escalated as flames engulfed a nearby tree faster than anyone could react. Schaaf and his friend made a desperate escape, filming their harrowing ordeal as explosions ripped through the air and embers rained down from the sky, turning everything into a blazing inferno. Amid the chaos, Schaaf prayed aloud, asking God to protect the neighborhood, an instinct he'd developed through years of natural disaster chasing, where prayer had often seemed to influence outcomes. In a scene unimaginable to most, the sound of creaking wood, billowing smoke, and the deafening crashes of destruction were punctuated by Schaaf's bold, unwavering faith. Quote, "God protect this house in the name of Jesus." As they made their way through the fiery streets, Schaaf knew that even with all precautions, the brutality of nature could strike with little warning, creating a life-or-death fight for survival. During the Palisades fire in California, it didn't just devastate neighborhoods, it created one of nature's most terrifying spectacles: a fire tornado. Caught on camera by a rescue crew, this monstrous whirlwind of flames twisted its way across the San Fernando Valley, turning the sky into a fiery inferno and scorching everything in its path. Experts say this rare and terrifying phenomenon is formed when scorching temperatures, super dry air, and powerful wind gusts collide, twisting the flames into a swirling vortex of embers and smoke. One particularly intense clip shows the fire tornado ripping through a stretch of hillside, formed when the fire was so big, hot, and powerful that it created its own wind system, and as air rushed in to feed the flames, it twisted the smoke and heat into this terrifying creation. This isn't just nature's fury, it's nature at its most untamable. Home camera footage from the Pacific Palisades shows the Los Angeles fires creeping closer to homes, forcing families to flee in real time. Zibby and Kyle Owens, who were miles away in New York, watched helplessly as their home was engulfed by flames through their Google Nest camera. The fire, fueled by merciless winds, was advancing fast, like 5 football fields per minute, bringing devastation that made the Owens question, would they have anything to return to? Even for longtime Californians, this crisis feels unprecedented. Evacuation routes clogged for hours, friends forced to abandon cars on Sunset Boulevard, and insurance companies canceling policies in fire-prone neighborhoods. At the time, the Pacific Palisades fire had already scorched 15,000 acres and was 0% contained and threatened to spread dangerously close to cherished local spots like Zibby's bookshop in Santa Monica. Neighbors like Kenny and Trisha Rakusin returned to what they described as a, quote, war zone, uncertain if their hillside homes would still be standing. Door cams recorded a jaw-dropping moment as the Eaton fire consumed Walter and Yalda C's home of 40 years in what felt like seconds. The footage shows smoke blasting into view, then fierce winds pushing flames towards their driveway until the entire structure ignites. The C's grabbed only their 2 dogs and a few priceless family photos before fleeing, watching the destruction through their ring feed with a sense of disbelief. Just hours later, they stood in the rubble, sifting through what little remained of a life's worth of memories. The Eaton fire, which had already ripped through thousands of acres, continues to spread under relentless wind gusts, leaving communities fearful of what else might be lost. There is a GoFundMe set up for the Seaces if you feel compelled to help in any way. I never thought 2025 would be the year that Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag were back in the spotlight, but I also never thought it would be for something so devastating. The couple managed a last-minute evacuation from their Pacific Palisades neighborhood, but could do nothing as flames tore through their home. From miles away, Spencer posted a Snapchat video showing the children's room and deck already engulfed, saying, quote, "I'm watching our house burn down on the security cameras." His sister, Stephanie Pratt, confirmed the home's complete destruction hours later, sharing that even their father tried but couldn't save it due to the relentless winds. With 30,000 residents in Southern California scrambling to escape the blaze, Spencer and Heidi's heartbreak serves as a painful reminder of how quickly lives can be upended and how real-time camera footage, meant for safety and security, has become a tool for witnessing unimaginable loss. Terrifying door cams from California have captured the unthinkable. Homes engulfed in flames during the 2025 Los Angeles wildfires, leaving residents to witness utter devastation in real time. The footage reveals unforgivable flames claiming everything in their path, thick smoke filling the air, and even at one point the flame seems to flare across the camera footage. It truly is terrifying to watch and reminds you of just how powerful and destructive fire is. Justin watched in helpless horror as memories and treasured belongings vanished before his eyes. This is a grim reminder of nature's unforgiving power and highlights how swiftly life can change. Not a doorbell camera, but a surveillance camera that monitors the LA area, cameras operated by ALERTCalifornia are capturing multiple angles of this unstoppable blaze. One feed shows sparks dancing across a hillside. You can see just how much smoke is pouring into the air, and it definitely gives you a glimpse at how absolutely massive these fires are. In every clip, waves of heat distort the view, and thick smoke enough to blot out the sun rolls overhead. This raw, unfiltered look at the wildfire's destructive path underscores the urgency of the crisis. It is clear that this isn't just something that is affecting the people whose homes and businesses are on fire or have burned. It is a devastating disaster that has far-reaching effects. If you are looking to help in the recovery of the area and help with the people affected, public officials in LA are encouraging people who want to help to donate to specific, well-vetted organizations and funds. These include the California Community Foundation's Wildfire Recovery Fund, the American Red Cross, the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation. The Pasadena Humane Society is seeking monetary donations to feed and care for more than 300 pets they've taken in since the Eaton fire broke out. And if you would rather donate to a specific individual or family, GoFundMe has set up a dedicated page where you can donate to SoCal fire victims, first responders, and others through their separate fundraising accounts. All of these will be linked in the description box.